Today I'm going to show how to bag apples. It's a great way to get some nice organic apples without having to do a whole lot to the tree. It takes a little bit of work initially, but overall it's totally worth it in my experience. So for our tools, we'll need a scissors and we'll need bags of some kind. You can get fancy Japanese paper apple bags. I like to use Ziploc bags. I've also used paper bags in the past, but paper bags tend to fall off and they tend to be harder to put on. Plastic bags I can reuse at least for a year or so. What I like to do with the bags is cut the bottom corners off like that so that you get a little bit of drainage. And then we'll hop right over here to the apples. So the petals fell off about 2 weeks ago. You can see tiny apples forming. They're about 1/4 to 1/2 inch in size, which is typically what you're looking for when you bag them. And you'll look at a branch here, you see 3 different apples. Now is a great chance to thin your apples and bag them at the same time. So when you thin your apples, that'll concentrate growth on the remaining apples, so you'll get a bigger final product. So I'm going to just take my scissors, I'm just going to trim down to 1 apple. So I'm going to look over these apples and see what we've got. All right, so I'm going to just make a cut here, and then we're going to take our little bag, going to slip it on like that, and we will just Ziploc it on like that. And now the apple is protected from insects and pests. 2 things I looked for when I was cutting apples is these little circular or half moon cuts that indicates that pest has already gotten to the apple. So out of these 3, these 2 had the cuts, this one did not, so that is pretty easy to decide which one to thin. So that's basically the long and short of bagging apples. Pretty simple, pretty nice activity. For a full-size tree like this, it might take me about 1/2 hour to go through and cut and bag all the fruit. And if there's a variety of apples at different sizes, you can always come back out a few days later and bag them a little bit more progressively if that's what your schedule makes available. So thank you very much.